The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. You found The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM. Steve is going to give you a great interview with David Skeval.
I am?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow. These Cornell people.
Show me what you got.
Tom, are you intimidated by like really smart people from Cornell, or people that, you know, they think they're smart either way?
I always think of people who go to Cornell as being totally brilliant. I really, honestly,
well, you don't get in there unless you are, to be honest. They wouldn't let us in.
Well, Tom, the good news is I did not go to Cornell.
Oh, you didn't? Part of it.
So, yeah, I'm a product of Syracuse University and SUNY ESL.
Oh, see,
we feel better already.
I went there. Yeah, you know, even I could make it through there.
Yeah. Did they actually make you hug trees at SUNY SF? Was there an exercise at graduation or not?
Oh, you just do it because you do it.
David Skeval, he's the executive director of Cornell Cooperative Extension. For listeners new to Cornell Cooperative Extension, how do you describe your mission in Onondaga County, and who feels the most impact?
So our mission, I practice this elevator speech all the time.
Oh, good.
But our mission is in our name, the word extension. So literally our job is to look at the challenges facing Onondaga County and then seek out solutions at Cornell University, which is a land-grant college of New York State. Every state's got one. Ours is called Cornell. And our job is to go find the expertise, the research-based knowledge down on campus, translate that knowledge, and extend it back.
For what, though? I mean, is that a cooking show? For what?
Like, is it for plants, animals, what?
Okay, so our four big buckets, our four major program areas, agriculture, natural resources, youth development, mainly 4-H, that's ours.
Oh, okay.
And then health and nutrition. So currently, under those four big buckets, we're doing 37 different educational projects at any one time.
Okay, who's us? Because that's a lot.
I have a staff, and they work for me.
Yeah.
So are you're the big wig over there? Is that it? I don't know exactly what your role is.
I prefer head honcho.
Yes, head honcho.
Big cheese.
King.
Yes, well, yeah.
I could use a big wig.
All that stuff. So so part of my job is to make sure that we're getting the folks that can teach these various topics in the seat on the bus and make sure we're all heading in the right direction. Yeah. So on staff, we have people that have expertise in community forestry, such as our arboriculture. We have people that are ecologists that work on the tick and lime issue. We have water specialists. We have fishery biologists. We have nutritionists. We have agriculture experts. And then on the 4-H side of things, people that are really good working with kids, a lot of them former public school teachers that are good at doing youth development. So,
what was Terry Edinger? What did he do?
He actually ran the Master Gardener program back in the early 90s, and that program was put on hiatus. That's why Terry wound up leaving us. But Terry, by training, is a horticulturalist.
Okay, he made boring stuff interesting.
I used to love to listen.
Right?
to
I mean, it's like, we're talking about gardening. I'm like, okay, that's boring. And then he starts to talk, and I'm like, that's actually interesting.
Yeah. So if I can give a shout out to somebody, I find the same thing. There's a guy named Dave Eichhorn that does weather.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets so geeked out over weather. I just sit there with my mouth open going, man, he loves this topic, and I am drawn in. And Terry's the same way.
Right.
So, So by training, my professional background is actually in forestry, rural forestry. So I'm more along the lines forestry, wildlife.
But who would reach out to Cornell Cooperative Extension for something? Like if I'm going through my backyard and I have a bunch of mushrooms that are growing and I'm concerned about my dogs eating those mushrooms and I want somebody to identify them, do I call Cornell?
Exactly. So I just stepped out of a staff meeting today where we were bringing up this topic. We call them consumer calls. And our mission is make sure people are talking to a live person, and even if we don't have the answer readily, we will go find it for you or connect it to somebody that has the answer. But if you called in about your wild mushrooms, we would connect you to somebody in our horticulture department, possibly forestry, and we wind up with people hauling in samples every day.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Do I pay for that as a consumer?
The only thing you'd be paying for is if you wanted to get your soil tested in your yard because you want to grow broccoli out there or whatever you want to grow.
Yeah, you have to pay a third party to do that.
Then there's a paying because that gets shipped out. But we're the people that basically, when the results come back for your soil, we go through the results with you and say, okay, it's telling you to make these amended so you can.
So is that fun for you, or do you guys roll your eyes and like, hi, I've got some mushrooms and I don't know if the dogs, I mean, is this your space or is this your world?
I'll tell you what, to be good at extension, you got to be a little on the ADD side, and that's me all day long.
Okay.
I geek out at the next topic, and I find that people are good at extension are very generous with their knowledge. That just has to be something that's in somebody's character, because you see some people study, learn something, and they want to hold on to that knowledge and sometimes monetize it. We're all about sharing, and we're all about finding a solution to the question or finding out that information. And so our problem is probably staying on topic for more than 5 minutes and just jumping from one thing to the next. But it's a little bit of a talent to like really make the connections with things not previously connected before. So that's the other part of it.
Would you send people out to consumers' properties? Do you have staff to do that, like to look at things, or?
On occasion, we'll do that. We got to be a little bit careful that we don't become a service or a consultant agency, because our job is to teach, and obviously, we have interactions, and we got to be a little bit careful because there are people that are paid consultants that are paid to go do that. And we got to make sure we're not stepping on.
So, are you coordinating with like New York Ag department, or are you just like over there? Like if somebody egg and markets, do you connect with them, or it's just a different world?
Not only do we connect with them, we contract for them.
Oh, so you're under them?
Not under them. We contract for them. So to describe our organization, we're part of the extension system, and New York State is different than any other state in the U.S. in that our extension system.
We've learned that.
Our county. Well, this will surprise you. We do extension really well in this state because our county associations are autonomous from our land-grant university. So if I worked in extension at the county level in North Carolina, I would be an employee of North Carolina State.
Oh, I see where this is going. Okay.
So the cool thing, and I don't think it's coincidental that our extension system in New York State is the most vibrant in the U.S., because in Onondaga County CCE, I'm one of 30 people that works there. And so rather than being part of a 2,000 person organization, which is about how many people work in extension in New York State, I'm 1 to 30 rather than 1 to 2,000.
So you want to get it done. There's the get questions answered. CCEonondaga.org. Does that sound like the right place?
That sounds like our website.
Okay,
That's
so
fantastic.
C as in C, C as in C, eonondaga.org. We really appreciate you joining us, David.
Yep. Thanks for having me.